How's it going, everybody? Austin Carter here with Attack Line Leather. Welcome to another Tooling Tuesday video. Today's video is going to be a little different as I'm also going to be introducing kind of a test for myself, and I'm excited to share that with y'all today. I've created some new artwork that I posted on my website, attacklineleather.com. It's free of charge, and you're welcome to follow along with this video or practice on your own or do whatever you want with it. So you've seen a lot of videos where I've used my tools to tool out different projects, but today I'm going to try something different. I'm going to focus on using some of the most basic tools you can use to tool. And so I went on Amazon and I attempted to find the cheapest set of tools that I could find. I found some, I can't even pronounce the name, but it was about $20. And I have it right here. And so I'm going to only use the tools that came in this kit. It's going to be challenging because I don't think they're going to be great. But the point I'm trying to make is it doesn't take a lot of money to get started in leathercraft. It takes about $20 to $25 in tools. As far as the leather that I'm using, it's also not name brand. Normally I use Herman Oak leather or sometimes Wicked and Craig. This is just a random piece of leather that's neither of those. I don't even know the name brand. It's going to be 9 to 10 ounce just so I can try and get some good impressions. But as far as I know, it's not a well-known brand or company. It's just something in the scrap pile I got. With that being said, we're going to get started with this video. I am going to be giving this kit away. All I ask is that you like this video and comment, and I'm going to randomly select one of the commenters. To be eligible, you do have to be in the United States. I'm not going to be shipping anywhere overseas. But if you're just getting started in leathercraft and haven't really pulled the trigger on any tools yet, I'm going to give this away to at least get you started. But this is gonna kind of be a Indian, not an arrow type video. I'm going to do my best, and we'll see what kind of outcome we get. Alrighty, go download that pattern, and I'll see you in the video. As I stated before, I purchased this kit off of Amazon with the intent to use it in a Tooling Tuesday video to show that one could get into tooling on a very tight budget. Just one of my Barry King stamps is worth about double this whole kit, and the quality does show. But what if you can't afford quality yet? What if you're unsure if you really want to go full bore into leather crafting? This kit might be the answer. First, let me be clear, this is not a sales pitch. I get no kickbacks, and I spent my own money to use and make this video. The goal being that expensive tools don't deter new crafters from getting involved. This video aims to also show that with patience and practice, one can use the bluntest of instruments to create something. Be sure to download the free pattern off my website and use at your discretion. Here you see I have transferred the pattern onto a piece of 9 to 10 ounce veg tan leather. For this video, I'll be tooling the Texas pattern. Prior to tooling, I make sure to strop the swivel knife. I didn't give it a good sharpening like I should. This will be more or less right out of the box. I chose several stamps that I felt like would get the job done, but definitely had a feeling I'd have to improvise. As I used this particular swivel knife, it reminded me of the very first one that I ever used. Kinda clumsy, with a thick blade that seemed to get in my way most of the time. Stropping it regularly and keeping a good case on the leather was key. I'm not going to lie though, the cutting of this pattern was not as pleasant as I had hoped. Here I have cut in the pattern. It did get easier as I went, as I tilted the blade more on the point and used less of the hunk of metal that is the blade. Another thing that I realized as I was tooling is that I did not draw up this artwork for my tools. This concept is based on knowing and understanding the strengths and limitations of the tools used to do the work. And I'll tell you what, I did not draw the right thing for these tools. Here's kind of a side by side of the maul that I received and my Barry King maul, and I'll tell you what, the quality difference is astounding. The maul I received came loose, had to tighten up the nut so that would work. It also weighed about 10 ounces, which is pretty light and not really what I'm used to. Here I'm using their really only checkered beveler that I received. And I'll tell you what, it was pretty bad. The bevel was not very steep and it left crazy amount of checkered impressions that was pretty hard to get away from for this kind of small artwork piece that I was doing. The other thing that I could have done was definitely taken some of these to the grinder and made them into what I needed. But for the sake of this video, I'll let them be. For the sake of time, I'm not going to show the full process of every stamp or tool I used. I'll just give commentary as needed and my thoughts during the process. After beveling everything, I picked out a pear shader, which was checkered unfortunately. I usually use a Craft Tool Pro thumbprint to do my shading, but oh well. The pear shader was tedious to use as the checkering grabbed at every fiber of the leather. After all the shading was complete, I moved on to do the background. This was probably my least favorite of the stamps I used. The checkered pattern was weak on it, and the tool head felt bulky and it was tough to get into tight spaces. Next was a kind of horseshoe stamp or maybe even a border stamp. Either way, it didn't do either well. Finally, I got back to the swivel knife, which gave me a sense of nostalgia from tooling days past. During this step in the process, I was remembering all my old leather books and Western movies where I had seen very old school tooling and thought to myself, maybe this is all they had back then. Or maybe they had worse. What a privilege that we have amazing tools and tool craftsmen available to us today. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Liking and commenting will enter you into the drawing for this tooling kit. As a final step to try and crisp up some edges and make things look a bit sharper, I utilized one of the styluses that came in the kit. Overall, I would rate this a 6 out of 10 experience. I was humbled yet thankful that I have access to more professional tools. Nonetheless, I'm satisfied that I did the best job I could with the kit available. If I were to change one thing, it would be to draw my pattern to fit these tools and not the ones I use regularly. So in conclusion, if you are a beginner, I would recommend these tools and kit. It won't break the bank, it will cause you to really learn good technique, and once you upgrade to a better quality tool, you will be sure to notice a drastic difference and your tooling will look more crisp and defined. Nothing beats practice, and remember that it's the Indian, not the arrow. As always, y'all, have a great day.